Welcome to GenAI Forge, your launch pad into world of generative AI. Whether you are a creator, developer, researcher, or just curious, this is where we break down complex AI topics, build cutting-edge tools, and empower community that's shaping the future. In today's episode, we are diving into environments in Python. Let's forge the future together. So, we'll start with what is an environment. So, it is a sandbox for your code where your code is isolated into different areas that we call as environments. How does it helps? It helps you to keep your own Python version. Let's say you have one folder which has certain Python version, then you can have another folder which will have another kind of Python environment. So they are completely isolated from each other. They have their own libraries, they have their own versions, which helps to simplify your code and better able to manage those pieces of code so that they do not directly or indirectly interact with your different code. It helps to keep your project clean and predictable. Let's say you have project A and project B. One project can run on a version 2.25 and another version can be 3 for your project B. So they can work in isolation, they can have different Python versions, different dependencies, and altogether different types of code. So they do not interact with each other. That is how they help in isolation. Now you can save yourself from saying it works on my machine. Now there are different types of Python environment. They can be from Docker, Conda, venv, and UV. Let's get into the part where we will try to understand and create each one of them. In today's video, we would be creating these environment. For the installation purpose, I will be creating a separate video that will tell you on how to install or these environment into your systems. So let's get started. In the first one, where we will dive into how to create environment using Python. This will not only help you to ace your future projects and keep it will also help you to keep your dependencies separate. We'll first start with venv. It's very simple to create a venv and here we go. So we'll start with Python 3 minus m venv and dot venv. I'm just creating the package name or the environment name is dot venv. So this is a common syntax that we generally use Python 3 or the Python and then minus mvenv, then the name of the environment that we want to create. So here we are trying to create a .venv. I will select yes and it is creating an environment. Now if you see here, we have different folders created inside the .venv. .venv we have activate, Python version. Currently I'm running on Python 3.9, so it says Python 3.9. What are the libraries that are available inside my environment? All these are listed here. I will get over here and try to activate this environment. Source dot venv slash bin and slash activate. This is solely for Mac OS users. For the users which are running on Windows, there will be little change. If you are using git bash, it will be source.venv scripts activate. If you are using PowerShell, you would need to eliminate source and you can directly run .venv scripts and then activate. For Linux and Mac OS users, it will be bin activate. So here I can create a file named requirements.txt and here I can keep what all dependency that I need to install into my system. So I will keep a dependency, let's say python.env. And now in order to install this, I will just write pip3 install -r requirements.txt. In this way, the dependencies will be installed into my system using venv. So this is one of the way. Now I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to delete this venv. And in order to deactivate it, I will have to write deactivate. This is done. Now I will clear the terminal, and now I will go for the second approach, that is using UV. So for that, the command is very simple. You just have to write UV, venv. This will create a .venv folder with all those same type of dependencies and everything. But here I will have to activate it in the similar fashion as I was activating venv. This is done. Then I also need to do UV init. So this will set up the environment into my system, and it will have a pyproject.toml file which will contain what is the name of the environment. Since my parent folder name is environment, so it is saying environment. Here I can write the description, a readme file, the Python version and all. And let me get started over here by adding a dependency. Let's say python.env. So I can happily add a dependency python add.env. As you can say, I have a .env package installed, and now I can use it inside my system. This is way where we can utilize UV to create an environment. Now I'm going to delete this environment, and I will be creating with the help of Conda. So deactivate. Now I'm going to utilize Conda to create my environment. So here we go. Conda create -m. Now the name of the environment. So let's keep it .venv. And here I can specify which Python version I want to utilize. Let's say Python 3.10. It is creating an environment from the Python 3.10 by the name of .venv. I will just say yes. And now it is creating that environment. The environment is created. I need to activate it. So I will activate it with the help of conda activate.venv. Now this environment is activate. Now I can install any package by the name of conda install and the name of the package that I want to install. Let's say python.env. This way it will install the python.env inside my conda environment. Okay. So this was using conda. Now the last way we have already discussed with using Python, venv, uv, and then the conda. Now the fourth one that comes is Docker. So we'll try creating an environment using Docker. I will deactivate it, or in order to deactivate conda environment, you just have to write conda deactivate. This will deactivate your environment. Now this is done. Okay. I will create a file named Docker file in order to create a Docker environment. First, I need to create a Docker container, and then I will build the image. I will build the Docker container and run the app. So here I go, Python, then 3.10. This is the image that I'm going to utilize, and it should be in capital. Now work dir/app, copy requirements.txt, and the location. It has to be work dir. Yep. Then run. This is the command which has to be run. So pip install -r requirements.txt. Then copy dot and dot and cmd, the code it has to run is Python and app.py. So here I'm going to create a file by the name of app.py, and here I'm just going to write print welcome to GenAI coach. This is done. Now I will get over here and try to create the environment. So Docker build dash t my app and the latest dot. So here it is the spelling mistake. It has to be build. It has created that environment. Now I will run Docker run dash dash rm dash p 8000 my app and the latest thing that I need to run. So it's printed welcome to my GenAI Forge. So this is done. These are the different ways of creating environment. We already discussed the 4 ways of creating environment using Docker, Conda, venv, and UV. You can try utilizing any of the environment and into your system. The most preferred one, the lightweight copy will be venv. But recently we have seen with the rise of AI agents, the UV is in great demand. So you can try creating environment using UV. And if you are running for a production build, we will prefer Docker. And if you want to manage separate Python environments and maintain all those dependency in a proper manner, I would prefer Conda. So you can choose your environment wisely. And these are the different ways we have discussed. So do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You can also join my WhatsApp community on GenAI Forge, where you will be getting tech news on a daily basis, my recent videos, and the projects that I will be sharing with the webinars and all. So that is all for today's video. Thank you, and do not forget to comment how you're liking this video and what type of video you want to see in the future. Thank you, everyone.